Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again for another stock pick of the day video. It is April 30th, last day of the month. If you want to buy, hopefully you bought any shares you wanted to buy for April earlier today, because we're off into May tomorrow. Today we're going to take a look at one out of the material sector, Nutrien AG Solutions, and this was a suggestion by Jacob. Can you do a video on NTR? So that's what we're going to take a look at here. And if you are new to the channel or you'd like to help me out, hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the Vested Interest community. Hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever we put out any new content. And drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Nutrien. It is in my portfolio, so I am long Nutrien. But let me know, is it one that's in your portfolio? Now, this is the Vested Interest Stock Screener. This is how I look at a company on a high level to see if I am interested in investing. It's also how I set up the Stock Pick of the Day series. So we're going to run through this screener here. We're going to see if it meets 5 of 8, or for financial companies, 6 of 9. Now, you can use price to book for any companies, but for banks, financial companies like banks, price to book, 1 being fair value, anything over 1 being overvalued, anything under 1 being undervalued works well. If you use it for other companies, make sure you're comparing it to companies in that same sector. Back to Nutrien. Nutrien, if you want to know more about them, check them out at their homepage, nutrienagsolutions.com. That's nutrienagsolutions.com. That is their homepage where I pulled this information from. And this company really caters to the agricultural, farmers. So they are offering, seeds, nutrient for the soils, sustainability. So they must do some consulting for farmers. Financial, providing capital management strategies tailored to your crop plans and budget objectives. Protection, tackling your unique challenges with customized crop protection plans to mitigate risk and protect your yields. Agronomy, connecting you with knowledge and solutions to achieve your full potential. Like I said, seeds, delivering custom seed solutions with varieties and traits that are designed for your local acre. And nutrition, obviously, improving plant and soil health with performance-driven inputs to optimize your returns. And if you were to go to their homepage, you could click on each one of these and read a little bit more about what they actually offer and the products that they offer as well. Again, that's nutrienagsolutions.com. That is their homepage. Check them out there if you want to know more about the company. And the reason we are taking a look at them, down today 2.42% on the day. We are talking about Nutrien Ltd, ticker NTR, out of the materials sector. Closed out the day at $52.77. Looks like they're down a little bit further in the after hours. 52-week range as low as $47.90, as high as $69.62. So definitely closer to their 52-week low than their 52-week high. Market cap of $26.152 billion. A beta of 0.97, so just slightly less volatile than the overall market. Price to earnings ratio, PE ratio, is 20.86, so it is less than the overall market, but this is a little high for this type of company, really. EPS, earnings per share, at $2.53 per share. Earnings date coming up May 8th, so I think that's next week. Forward dividend yield, $2.16 paid out in the year. Currently a 3.99% dividend yield. Ex-dividend date was March 27th. Looks like they paid out April 11th. 1-year target estimate of $67.14. So they see some, at least according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this information from, they see some upside as far as the price appreciation on the stock goes. Now we're going to take a look at dividend yield theory to see if this one is potentially undervalued. To do that, we look at their 5-year dividend yield average, 3.34%. We compare it to its current 3.99, or right here, 3.99 forward, same number. And since it is higher, that speaks to some undervaluation on this one, with a bit of a margin of safety here. Now, the payout ratio is a little high. I like 75% or less, so 83.79 is a little higher than I'd like it, but not so much that I'd be concerned. Well, I'll be honest, that is a little high. I don't like anything over 75%, so I would like this to come down a little bit. Free cash flow, we want growing free cash flow, because over time, if a company has growing free cash flow, typically we have growing dividends to go along with. So going back to 2020 here, you can see $1.7 billion in free cash flow, 2021 up to 2, 2022, big jump up to 5.6, 2023, bit of a drop down to 2.3. Overall, from 2020, we are seeing growth, though slow growth, with this one anomaly here in 2022, right? So overall, yes, growth, but it's slow. but they are repurchasing their own shares. So buying back shares, taking shares out of the market. 160 million, 1 billion here, 4.5 billion. Good year in 2022. 1 billion here again in 2023. Like to see them continue that in 2024 and beyond. This will help that payout ratio come down as you take stock out of the market. Obviously, you don't have to pay dividends on those stocks. We'll jump over to stockanalysis.com. This is another source that I like. You pick any sources that you want. I just recommend more than one so you can make sure the information you're getting is accurate and up to date. As you can see here, they last updated the information on March 26th. It's almost May, so that's a little over a month old now. But of the 18 analysts they have on stockanalysis.com that have taken a look at this, they call it a consensus buy, though it's right on the edge of a buy and a hold, right? If you were to go to this website, you could click on each one of these. This is a strong sell, hold, buy, strong buy, and you'd be able to see how many out of the 18 analysts call it a buy, maybe a strong buy, a hold, or even maybe some sells. You'd have to go to this website and see that, but you could see how that 18 analysts is broken down. Now, they have a low estimate of $48, which would be a 9.37% decrease from where it currently sits and pretty close to their 52-week low. Average estimate of $69.78, pretty close to what we saw with Yahoo Finance on the previous page. That would be a 31.75% increase from where it currently sits. And if it happened to hit their high estimate of $90, that would be a 69.92% increase from where it currently sits. All the while, you could collect that 3.99, nearly 4% dividend yield as it sits right now. Now we're going to get into statistics here and look at how efficiently this company is using its capital. Return on equity, I like 10% or better. They're at 5%, a little low for me, so I would like this to be higher. Return on invested capital, same thing. I like 10% or better, a little low at 4.75%. EPS growth, I like 5% forecasted or better over the next 5 years. They're sitting at 11.98%, so very good forecasted EPS growth. They did not have anything for revenue growth forecast listed. Now, as I stated, I am long this. I do own 154.395 shares of Nutrien. Currently, I am down 2.96%. I have $8,147.42 into the position. It's currently, I have $8,353.91 into the position. It's currently worth $8,147.42 or down $206.49. This is one I will probably nibble on over the next month as long as it stays below my cost basis. I wouldn't mind getting this to about 170, if not 180 shares, build out this position a little more. Now let's look at the dividend here. They are a quarterly payer. They pay out on the January, April, July, October timeframe. Again, that payout ratio is elevated, 85.38%. If it got much higher than this, I'd start to worry. I don't like 75% or more. This doesn't give them a whole lot of room, right? They've only got about 15% of grace period, I'll call it, or cushion there in case they got into trouble or anything. This dividend could potentially be in danger if the payout ratio got any higher. But their dividend growth is nice, 8.12%. Now, they've only been growing their dividend for 6 years. That's another reason I don't like the payout ratio being so high. If they had been growing dividends for 60 years, then I probably wouldn't look at this as questionably. But buyback yield is very high, 7.97%, and shareholder yield very high as well, 12.05%. Part of the reason I own this company. I like that they're doing a lot of share buybacks. I think that will help with this payout ratio over time. But we'll have to give it some time to get there a little bit. Plus, they need to increase their free cash flow growth as well. Hopefully, the EPS forecasts are accurate, right? Now, they were paying going back to 2021, 46 cents here in September. They raised it up to 48 cents in March 2022. Looks like they raised it again March 2023 to 53 cents. And March, they're going to raise it again here in their April payout. 54 cents. So that will be, again, 8.12% dividend growth. I don't know if they'll maintain that with such a high payout ratio if they don't get their free cash flow growing a little faster and keep buying back those shares. This is one, again, I'm looking to add to probably over the next month, so long as it stays under my cost basis. I don't know that I'll add to it this week because I've got those purchases already lined out, but it might be something I look at next week if it stays down low here below my cost base. Well, that is it for this one. Let me know what you think of Nutrien. Again, it is in my portfolio, but is it in your portfolio? Is it one you're watching? Is it one you're avoiding? And maybe it's one you're selling. Maybe it's one you don't like at all. Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the vested interest community. Hopefully, you have started your own investing journey. And if you have not, let me know in the comment section below why you have not. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, or suggestions for future topics. This video here was a suggestion from Jacob, so thank you for the suggestion. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And again, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have a company like Nutrien that you'd like me to cover in the Stock Pick of the Day series, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'll work it into the rotation on the day it pulls back. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk and tangible money. Never invest any amount. Not conclusion. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice counsel or certified financial advisor.